I want to just call it a Corey Roper truck, but I think it actually is Chase Briscoe. Even though he ran this for like 6 races, and that's it. He got 2 trucks. Crazy. And he was a rookie in 2021. They just did this because they didn't make any Xfinity cars for him in 2020. So this is his number 04 Huffy, I don't even know. Tex-A-Con, Cut a Stone. I guess that's that sponsor. Huffy Ford. Yes, Ford F-150 from the 2021 NASCAR Truck Series Racing from, what's his name? What was his team name again? Roper Racing? Was it really? Corey Roper's team was called Roper Racing, double R? Okay. Let's get this thing out of the box. Alright, so here's the truck out of its box. I had the option of buying this one or the Circle B Diecast truck from 2021 for the 04 truck. Those are the only 2 that have ever been produced. Didn't want another Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast truck. So I picked up this one. I don't regret it. It's nice to have just a random sponsor like this. It does look like kind of a random truck, but it does feel like it's actually a Corey Roper truck rather than a Chase Briscoe truck. Even though Briscoe's name is going to be on the rear end. Can it focus? There we go. I think he for sure ran the dirt race that year. And then he ran like maybe 6 races max. But then Corey Roper ran the rest. So I don't necessarily know what the deal was. I think maybe SHR just made a deal that Briscoe get more experience. I'd actually want to check the schedule and see what races he ran that matched up with tracks like he just never ran before, had very limited experience with. Because Bristol Dirt, a lot of guys made truck starts. Truex, Logano, Briscoe. Busch didn't, because I think Truex was in Busch's truck. I think there was someone else, not Elliott. Was it Elliott? Maybe it was Elliott. I think he ran a couple of seasons later. Anyways, a bunch of Cup guys ran that truck race because they wanted experience with dirt racing. Clearly it worked out for Logano. And kind of Briscoe, I guess, because, you know, he wrecked Charlie Wright the next year. But anyways, they had a lot of random trucks like this produced. I think all 3 of those got produced in one way or another, the 3 Cup guys I spoke of. Logano got the 54 Planet Fitness truck produced at one point. And then he also got the 66 produced when he won the next year. And then, who was the other one? Truex. I think he got a race version truck made in Authentics. I don't think he got a Gold Series truck, though. Anyways, taking a look at this vehicle specifically, because we don't care about those ones. It's Tex-A-Con Cut a Stone with the American flag on the front hood with the Ford logo. The Ford F-150 front end, the number 04. I don't see any Roper Racing logo there. I just see Sunoco. Goodyear. A lot less contingencies than the Tyler Ankrum truck I just did. NASCAR race truck, NASCAR Camperville Truck Series, Mobile One, Cosmetic, and it looks like Tilton. What is that sponsor right there? Is that still JB Masonry? I can't read it. I love the glare in this room. Production Alliance is a SHR type sponsor. They ran a bunch of they were a sponsor for I think a couple of the Cole Custer and Kevin Harvick races that they ran in 2021 in the Xfinity Series. I don't know what was with SHR and just having their guys run lower series that year, but I don't think they did it ever after that. A couple more contingencies and random sponsors there. My hand is shaking right now. I just can't read some of these. Texas Stone. What's this one? Texadome. It looks like it says Dyers, but it says like Oleries. But it's kind of the same company as Tex-A-Con, right? I don't know. CarQuest, TechNet, Kinetic Stone, all on the quarter panel. Huffy on the rear end, on the main sponsor on the kind of above the fender, I guess. On the deck lid, got a bunch of sponsors here. Corey's, that's what it was. Okay, so yeah, it is the same as Tex-A-Con Cutstone. Tex-A-Con Cutstone. Those 2 are probably just like the Corey's lead to the Cutstone, obviously. Anyways, TechNet, CarQuest, Auto Parts, and Connecticut Stone, and Huffy, along with those 2 sponsors. Briscoe, number 04, and then on the rear end, you have the Production Alliance Group logo with the Ford sticker. And some weird design, but they really like their stone on this truck. My God, I've never seen that many stone sponsors in total in all the years I've reviewed Diecast, let alone on a single Diecast. But pretty cool. Also missed this sponsor. I forgot they used to do this. You don't see this much anymore, I don't think, even in the truck series. The sponsor on the front of the spoiler. If it wants to focus. Nope. Are we just never going to tell what this sponsor is? Oh, it's the Trip Truck Challenge. Okay. I did all that. That's usually what that logo was. It was that, or in 2019, I believe it was Welcome Gander, because that's when Gander Outdoors was the new sponsor, and they put Welcome Gander or something on their spoilers as well, which is free advertisement for them, which is ridiculous in this economy. But it's a neat truck. It's a neat truck to have. The car kind of seems bland in a way, but I feel like that kind of fits the vibe that most of these smaller teams have. Like, I don't think a Plan B sales truck would make sense for Roper Racing that ran for probably one race. I think that truck actually was one that ran at the dirt race. This one probably just ran all the other ones. Or at least one or two of them, I would assume. But it is nice to still have a new truck, nonetheless. And just having some of these random sponsors come around and sponsor them. So I'm kind of hoping, I haven't really ever thought about it too much about this. With the new rules of drivers being able to run more races and trucks in Xfinity next year, if we'll be able to get more Xfinity and truck diecast, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because it feels like we lack sometimes a couple of the main trucks. Obviously, like we just got a Tricon truck with the Corey Heim, which is one of my background trucks right there. And that only came out in the advent calendar, so if we had someone else in the 11, obviously it's Gaten Honeycutt this year, but if we had Kyle Larson in it, we'd probably get it produced in. So that, like, that's how the Spire trucks got made. So hopefully we see a couple backup drivers be cup drivers, and we get the sponsors to work it out, and we actually get those diecasts, because I think it would be pretty cool. We're due to get some of these back market teams again. I'm just trying to think. I don't think we've had many of them as of late. Although we got a Spencer Boyd test truck, so actually never mind. Maybe we don't want that. We got a test truck for Spencer Boyd. It's so ridiculous. This truck, though, it looks good. I just don't know what's going on in this rear end. This design right here. Obviously, these two colors, this kind of red-orange and this purple-blue. Of course, I'm colorblind, Jesus. Matches this area of the truck. But I don't know why it's not even. I really don't. I wish I could tell you. It's even everywhere except for the rear end right there. So I don't know if it's just production error or what happened there, but it annoys me. It really does. Still, pretty nice truck to have. Would definitely recommend one of the Robo Racing trucks. Even if you get the Circle B diecast truck, I don't think it's too much of a hindrance to your collection. I don't think even Corey Roper's racing anymore. And if he is, well, we're not getting a diecast. I don't think ever made of his. Although he almost won the not Daytona 500, the Truck Series Daytona race. Except he folded. I think it was Roper, but he just folded. It was 2021, I think. And he just did not know how to block, apparently, and then he finished third. Jordan Anderson finished second again. So I don't know how that happened. But, yeah, there you go. That's all I got for this one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.